Do you recognize that? That feeling of sickness in your stomach, heartbeats fluttering, anxiety, fear, feeling frozen, wanted to hide underneath the rug. These can be feelings that can come up when you are thinking about, contemplating, doing something that you're not used to doing, something that's new, something that's outside of your comfort zone. Hi, Shamna Lee Gray from Goddess Creations. I'd like to share with you about how that can be, what shows up when you venture into the unknown, when you are confronted by a situation. Now, you may choose this like having a desire or a wish, something to improve your life. You may have that you think, I want a new home, I want a new job, I want something, and that can be quite terrifying. And yet at the same time, it can also be the other side, where you say, something on the outside screwed me over. I just don't like what's happening by maybe my employer, maybe by the government, whatever is happening, I don't like it, and now I am stuck with the consequences. These thoughts and many others can trigger feelings of feeling helpless, feeling anxious, wanting to do something but not knowing how, or maybe not even wanting to do something, but just, as I said, run and hide. The beauty is that, and I have a drawing here, is that when you are in your safety zone, we live in safety zones. This is like, I'm going to show you, just like this dot. There we go. There's you, that dot in the middle right there. And you have this circle around you that is your safety zone, your comfort zone. That's where you're used to living. That's your environment. It could be in your work, could be in your family, it could be anything that makes you feel safe and comfortable. And then something happens. Now it could be, as I said, something external that makes you, you might lose your job. Frick, now what? Darn, now what? Oh no, I now have to make a change. Because you have then a desire that, I need a job. I need to find some other form of employment or whatever. I'm just giving an example. It could also be that your partner has left you. Just to give it from a different angle. Your partner has left you. Now what? I thought we were happy. Or you may be thinking of leaving your partner. There's two sides to it. When you are confronted, or when you have a desire that awakens on the inside, and it doesn't have to always be something bad that creates that desire. It could be that you'd love to explore the world, want to have a new home, whatever, but that might be pretty scary. Stepping out of your comfort zone, out of that first circle, takes a lot of courage. Many people don't do that. Many people stay there. Once that situation has shown itself, they stay there and like, I don't know. I'd rather not. You don't want to create too many waves. Let me just stick with being normal, stick with the plan, how everyone else is doing things or seem to be doing things. But when you then ignore that feeling, that core feeling on the inside, when you ignore that hunger, that desire to move forward, when you ignore that feeling, that voice that is telling you that change is on its way, has to happen, if you don't listen to that voice and you retreat back into that safe inner circle, you can't not know. What you know, you can't not know. And it starts to gnaw at you like rats, like eating. It chews on you. You don't have any more rest. And you might want to go back to sleep into the unknowing. I don't want to know. It's okay. But you can't not know. It's there. That unrest is there. That uneasiness is there. The knowing that something has to change. And if you don't change, something else external might come. But if you're staying there, you have that unrest, you have that worry, you have the anxiety, you have the fear, you have the frozenness. And All of these feelings can cause you to become sick. Now, this could be physically sick, it could be emotionally sick, it could be mentally sick. Sick is just a general word. Unwell, unease, dis-ease. So what can you do about it? Well, the other thing is, you know, like you become that knight. I gotta do this. But it sounds glorious in the stories. It sounds fantastic in the story tales when, you know, that knight goes out, or that man or that woman goes on their adventure. I am going to leave my family behind with my knapsack into the wide, wide world. Yeah. Right, they bump, you know, they come in across some encounters that might not be fun. In the real world, that could be that you have something, you know, like challenges, health challenges, that it could be that you might lose money. It could be all sorts, but you have to keep going because you know you can't go back. So you have to go forward, and it takes courage. It takes courage. And it's not an easy ride. You can trip, bump your knee, but you got to get up and you got to keep going, because you can't go back once you've passed that boundary. Once you've passed that circle, that thick circle there, you've got to keep going past that thick wall into the unknown, and you don't know what's around the corner. And that's what makes it so scary, because in the past, you knew what your safe haven was. But once you step outside of that, you don't know what's coming. And it could be hard work, and it could be fear, and it could be newness, the newness of things. That's what makes it so scary, because it's unknown. But once you step outside of that, you realize that the world is larger than you thought. You realize that things can be different. And you start to learn the rules of that new life. You start to learn the rules of those new choices. You start making the steps towards your dream. And you become to feel comfortable. You start to settle. You're having fun again. Life is beautiful. Life is easy. Hello, AA. Life is fun. And this can go on for years, or maybe months. And then, bum, there's another wall. Something else has happened that has taken you out of your comfort zone, out into the unknown. Frick. Now what? Now you can do this journey alone. Yes. You can also ask for help with this. Now, that's not really my point of this. I'm just sharing that we are all of us have these moments of fear that we have to push past something that we don't really want to face. As I said, could be an ending of a relationship, could be a new job, could be getting more money on the table or in the home or whatever, you know, a new home. It takes courage to take the necessary steps. And the thing is, once you're outside of that, once you've stepped out of it, you can't really fall back into the old circle. You can't fall back into that old bubble. Because you're now past it. You've passed a new boundary. And you might want to stay in it, as I said, but once you've left it, you can't go back to the old, because you have changed. Your life has changed. Your environment has changed. You have changed on the inside, and you've built up more courage, more new knowing about your capabilities. You are not the same person you used to be. And you keep growing, and you keep expanding, and your dreams come closer. And they might even be different dreams. And that is the beauty of life. You will always be evolving. So, and not only that, but when you then look back, you can see how far you've come. And you'll say, was that me? Was I like that? I don't even recognize any of it. Because now you are feeling more expanded, more open, more spacious, more happy. Until the next growth and the next growth. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful in that. Be at cause. Choose your path. Be courageous. And yes, it's not easy. As I said, you might trip. It's not easy. But you'll thank yourself for it. And if you'd like some help, you can reach out to me for that discovery call to find out how I can help you on your journey of growth, letting go of the past that does not serve you. That's me for now. Shamna Gray, Goddess Creations. We are all creations of Goddess, and everything we do is a goddess creation. Bye.